Good morning, YouTubers. This is Darren from DPC and Reactions, and I'm doing something a little differently today. Like you can actually see me. And today, I'm doing this because of a recent. I went to Walmart recently, and you know how they have the little bargain basement uh, music and movies bin for $5. You go there and you look through stuff that you might like. Well, I came across a real gem recently. Cyndi Lauper, the very best of. Now, truth be told, I have been a Cyndi Lauper fan most of my adult life and in teenage years as well. And one of my favorite songs by Cyndi Lauper is Time After Time. I adore that song. And I got it playing right here, right now. I don't think you can hear it though. Anyway, while I picked this up, the very best, this CD here, I suggest everybody goes out and buys it right away because it's not just the standard compilation where they play everything the way they had them in the 80s or whatever, their first release or whatever. There's some concert performances on here as well. And again, being a big fan of Time After Time, she does a performance of Time After Time on here that brings tears to my eyes. And to to just top it all off, she doing a duet in duet form with Sarah McLachlan of all people. That blew me away. I listened to it and I didn't think it could be more perfect, but putting Sarah McLachlan in there just blew my mind. Like, it brought tears to my eyes even more than it normally does. For those of you who don't know who Sarah McLachlan is, she was popular in the 90s and the early 2000s. She's a Canadian artist. I would describe her music as very sensual, but not in a sexual way. It's just very sensual, very emotional music. Yeah, and her songs are longer than most, but they are very emotional in detail. They go deep. They're sort of like, I'm not sure how to describe them. They're just an emotional experience. I think her one of her albums was Fumbling Towards Ecstasy. So I wasn't an in-depth fan of Sarah's, but I did listen to her music on occasion. Again, back to Cyndi Lauper. This album is very impressive. Like, you take the sleeve out that's inside, and the Time After Time song is not the only one where she did a duet on. She also did a duet. Let's see if I can find it. Actually, there's quite a few. There's quite a few performers on these songs. Let's see. Jeff Beck is on this too. Above the Clouds. There's a bunch of songs on here that I don't remember hearing as a Cyndi Lauper fan. Above the Clouds, My First Night Without You, or maybe I heard them, but they were in a different form, like the way she used to sing them. But, oh, by the way, Cyndi Lauper is still performing these days. And incidentally, Grace VanderWaal performed with her once many years ago. When You Were Mine is another one. And that was written by Prince, but performed by Cyndi. Yeah, so, and there's even one where she was helped out by the Bangles. So yeah, this is a delightful treasure that I found for me. If you're not a Cyndi Lauper fan, then you probably won't enjoy it. But I am a Cyndi Lauper fan, and I utterly enjoyed the very best of Cyndi Lauper. I hope you guys do too, and because I just can't say enough about this album. Like, I don't usually get this way about the very best of very best of series of compilations. Because normally I go for the newer music, but this is a 10 out of 10 in my books. So if you're looking for something a little different or something that I guess you could call it comfort music, go for Cyndi Lauper's The Very Best Of, and you won't be disappointed. You guys have a great day. Thank you for listening to me. Glory to Ukraine. Bye.